So we do have another question. Alexis in Wesley Chapel says, my doctor said I have a great deal of infection in my mouth. So she's having a lot of deep gum cleanings, but the infection just keeps returning. What is going on in my mouth and how can you make it better?
Well, a couple of points. That's a great question. Usually the infection that she's talking about with the deep cleanings is periodontal disease. And you know, the bad thing about periodontal disease is once it gets to a certain point in the pockets, you know, when your hygienist is measuring how deep the pockets are around the teeth, once they get to a certain depth, you can't cure it. Like, it's just, you're either trying to maintain it where it's at, or you're just weak. You know, as a surgeon, I kind of call it watchful neglect. So patients are going into getting the deep cleanings, but it never improves, and they still have to go in every 3 months, and you're just slowly watching the bone disappear. And that's a problem, because when they come in to see us, if they've done that for, you know, years and years and years, now they have less bone that I can work with. So with the periodontal disease, it's just a low-grade chronic infection that slowly eats away the bone. It can be painless, so patients may never know they have it.
Wow.
You know, so that's a really bad thing about the periodontal disease. But the good thing about it is once you decide that you do have that and you can't reverse it and you've tried the treatments, and I'm all for saving your natural teeth. So if you have periodontal disease and you're able to reverse it and your pockets get less, go for it. Keep your natural teeth. I don't have anything that's as good as your natural teeth. But if you can't, then that's when you need to turn towards something like implants for a treatment. Because once we take the teeth out and I do what I do with, you know, in the surgical part, the infection is gone that day.
Wow.
So that's how you cure periodontal disease. You get rid of the source, which is the teeth, and then it's gone.
Actually, that's really funny because you have a patient, Donna Heiss,
Yes.
who was suffering with a great deal of infection, and she actually became very sick from it. So she says new teeth now saved her life. Let's go ahead and watch her testimonial.
I started becoming sick and didn't think that it had anything to do with my teeth. I was on antibiotics for a few months and had emergency surgery after 2 strokes. I think I would have passed away. My husband believes I would have passed away. Yes. It's a hard subject to talk about. There's no doubt in my mind the amount of antibiotics I was on before new teeth now for, you know, a good 2 years. It wreaked havoc on my body, it did. So new teeth now has really changed my life. It has been 2.5 years since I had my implants with Dr. Kirkpatrick at New Teeth Now. I am feeling the best I have ever felt. Everything, from my hair to my skin, there's not one part of me that hasn't improved. My life has changed so dramatically that my friends that I've known for 10, 15, 20 years, they don't recognize me. Making the decision to go to New Teeth Now was the best decision I have ever made. Hands down, bar none. This is me 2.5 years ago, and this is me today.
Wow.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yes. You've changed her life in so many ways, from her hair to her skin. She's just taking care of herself. She's back to who she was 2 years ago. That is pretty incredible. How is it that you bring such happiness and confidence into people's lives from this procedure?
Well, I think, I mean, you said it, you know, from her hair, and that's what we see. Just like you know, I can't really explain in words like the difference that it makes in someone's life, but you can see from those pictures. And that's what typically happens. We'll see the patients that come in with, you know, the bad periodontal disease, the bad teeth, or no teeth, and dentures that they just can't wear, they're not happy wearing. And once we do the procedure, and that part of their life is kind of something that they can just put in the back of their mind, and they don't have to think about, well, it hurts when I eat, or I don't want anybody to see my teeth, so they cover their mouth when they're out with their friends. So now they're happy with their smile, and then you start to see the other changes. The makeup, the hair, the new style, you know, the different type of clothes. And we see it all the time. That's one of the cool things, because we get to know these patients more on a personal level, because, you know, we're doing a lot to them. There's a lot of follow-ups that we want to have. So we do get to know them more on a personal level, and it's cool to see that transformation.
Just like an overall confidence boost.
Yes.
Because once they've got that beautiful smile, they can finally be who they were before,
Right.
and they've got their confidence.
If you would like to view more informational videos on New Teeth Now, please click the subscribe button here. Thanks for watching.